Welcome to Biz Dev Live. Today is about Biz Dev Live networking. As you can see, I got the Change Up logo there, Biz Dev Live networking. Normally I have the Biz Dev Live logo there. We're going to go to the Biz Dev Live networking because this show is all about Biz Dev Live networking. Now you might be confused. Biz Dev Live. What is Biz Dev Live versus Biz Dev Live networking? Biz Dev Live networking has been a networking event that I host every Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. I encourage you to go sign up on LinkedIn. You can go to my profile, Cameron Toth, and look to my posts, and you will see that the event is in there. Send me a message if you can't find it. You can type in Biz Dev Live Networking 12/22, and you'll find the event on LinkedIn coming up. And this video, even if you're watching this in the future and it's not December 2020, I will keep updated Biz Dev Live networking events in the links down below. So I'll keep this video updated with upcoming links to the LinkedIn event. That event has the other people attending, so you can see that it's a little bit more exciting than even a calendar invite or just posting an event on Eventbrite where you can't really see who else is attending. You can see the excitement there with all the people that are attending that event, and we're trying to grow that and grow that and grow that so that that networking is really something special. And I wanted to talk to you about why you should come to Biz Dev Live networking on Tuesdays at 12 Eastern. This is great networking. So we're networking with other business owners, entrepreneurs, and other types of people as well. My contacts from different places. And the whole point, the reason that you really, really want to attend is because not only are you going to network and find new connections that can connect you to other people, which is the point of relationship-based networking, getting into people's worlds and becoming a waypoint, a destination, a figure that is somebody that people can refer to, right? When we talk about a landmark, you find your way by going to this person. You need a plumber. Well, this guy knows all the plumbers. This guy knows all the, right? So you want to be that, not only for what you're selling, but also within your industry and even be, in your world. You want to be connector because that keeps you front of mind with folks. And the way to become a connector is to really understand who people are and connect with them in lots of different brain-friendly ways. And I say this kind of phrase a lot, brain-friendly, when I describe Biz Dev Live networking, because I try to make it a very brain-friendly event. We do lots of breakouts where you're talking to 3 or 4 people versus this 50-person screen or 100-person screen or even a 20-person screen, right? The idea that you can have conversations at a small kind of cocktail table kind of setting with 3 or 4 people, but it's very difficult to have a conversation with this much larger group. And we break out so that you're constantly meeting new people. In that, I am directing and facilitating to make sure people are telling their stories. As people tell their stories and you're listening, you're connecting with aspects of their life, interests, experiential points that make sense for you, that you can connect with, that relate to things going on in your own world. And in that way, you're able to forge connection. It builds that brain-friendly, oh, I know who Cameron is because he's done this whole thing with education. He's super passionate about helping young people. And I know this program that they would love to have him, or he can really help or contribute in that way. Or he has great business experience. He's interviewed over 700 people in the last 9 years. He can certainly help with this job application process, right? This is something in terms of telling your story, you're drawing connections. And the idea that, oh, I'm looking for somebody that can paint my house or mow my lawn or provide business coaching or provide dental service. So getting really familiar and comfortable with the idea of, oh, let me tell you about so-and-so. I had this experience with them. It really got me over this point, or I really helped them do. So you're talking about yourself and you're making your referral stand out as a stronger referral. And don't you want to do that when you refer somebody that you've done business with, that you've had a really good experience? Because if I simply say, oh, call George, he's a plumber. Okay, I have no frame of reference to understand that George is not your brother-in-law, that you're just trying to help out, but you wouldn't use yourself. Like, I don't have any kind of frame of reference for that referral. So it's not a strong referral. So you want to make strong referrals, and you want to also highlight yourself in the story so that you're win-win-winning, right? I make that referral stand out, but I also have a basis of making myself stand out. So in both cases, it's a better way to talk about that referral because you're selling yourself and the referral, right? You're building that trust level up because you're a real person that had a real experience with this person. And in an ideal world, it highlights some of your best values and highlights the best values of the person that you are referring. Biz Dev Live networking. That is what I do. I try to make sure people are networking in a way that is strategic and that there is a strong approach to it so that, we are building our network and not doing it in a way we're just adding numbers, but we're adding relationships. Glow, what's going on, Coach Glow? What's up? I want to have you in Biz Dev Live Network. I'm really excited about you being there. So make sure you can show up one of these weeks. I am really, really, really focused on growing Biz Dev Live networking because I feel like this is one of those places where I can really impact people and help grow their businesses. The end all for Biz Dev Live is to build a business that helps other businesses grow and connect to the services and the information, the education, the coaching, all the components that they need to thrive and build their company, to be able to better delegate and move forward into the world better able to operate. So I want to jump into a few things on the networking tip that I think have really, really worked out well for me. And I think they're generally tips that are going to really help you. So LinkedIn for business networking, right? I don't care if you're a carpenter, you're an influencer, whatever the case may be. I look at people that are doing a great job on LinkedIn, and there are people on LinkedIn that you wouldn't think are on LinkedIn, and they have these profiles to showcase these other sides of them. So right now, if you think, you're into music or, Instagram, you're killing it, go look at Jennifer Lopez's LinkedIn profile. And you'll see exactly why, if you are not on LinkedIn, you need to be on LinkedIn. Everyone has more than one aspect to their identity, to their workplace persona, to their career. LinkedIn is that professional side that we all need to have, because as creative as we want to be, as out there as we want to be, everybody needs the business side, and LinkedIn is where you do the business. And it just makes sense to be on there, to have your accomplishments listed out on there, to show that professional side of your persona. You want to go hang out in the t-shirt and with the family on Facebook, that's the place to do it over there. But showcase that professional side of yourself and set yourself up for the money on LinkedIn. All right. So first big tip is make sure that you're doing the right thing on LinkedIn. Set up a strong profile. Make sure you got a great headshot. If you look at Jennifer Lopez's profile, she's a pretty big star, but she's also using other folks in her top of line photo, her header photo up there. She's with it's the woman with the head of the news piece. I'm forgetting her name right now, but she's using other folks to make her more credible, right? So that's a great place. You want to be known for more than one thing. She's showing another side of herself there. She's not showing herself on The View. She's showing herself in a very serious, you can imagine, business panel sense, because that's what LinkedIn is, business, right? So that's a great piece. All right, Calendly. So you want to set up one-on-ones with networking. Networking within the format of networking events is great. There's great opportunity to get some introduction, get to know people, get a little bit of warm up, and most importantly, just know of these other people. Networking events are great for exposing us to other people. I would not make the mistake in assuming that just because you show up at a networking meeting with 20 people, 30 people, 50 people, that everybody knows you. First of all, make sure that you are reaching out and connecting with everybody there. That means following up for their LinkedIn address, right? Common theme. I love LinkedIn in terms of a place to connect with folks, because most people have that business profile. You can automatically see where they are, their experience. Once you connect with them through the contact information, you can grab their email. You can grab their phone number. This is all very, very useful for building your follow-up strategy and making sure that you can actually connect with people. Going back to Calendly, how do we set up these one-on-ones? Create a time in your calendar that is just for meeting with people one-on-one. Set that time up in your calendar. The way I do it, I have Tuesdays and Fridays from 9 a.m. until 10:30, just before I start getting ready for Biz Dev Live, getting in the mindset and the head game, and finishing up whatever research and graphics I need for the show that's going to go live at 11 a.m. I do that on Tuesday and Friday because those are days that work for me. I don't have any other things scheduled during that time. It's not a Monday morning. It's not Hump Day Wednesday when I want to be trying to get through some work and projects and make sure I'm making some headway. That is how I have chosen it. I do it in the morning when I am most alive and focused and energetic. I'm not going to be yawning on people. I don't have kids coming through the door at 2:30 and 3 o'clock. I do it at those times in the morning because they are convenient to me. And so I can do 3 half-an-hour one-on-ones on Tuesday and 3 half-an-hour one-on-ones on Friday. And I have those booked up. And right now, if you want to book a one-on-one with me, you will be looking into February. And the reason and the way that I've built up that one-on-one booking system and getting all these, that's 6 one-on-ones per week, in addition to any other one-on-ones that I place on the calendar as needed to meet with clients or folks that I'm collaborating with, right? So I set up that Calendly system, and so people can file into that, and it keeps me meeting new people and really supercharging my LinkedIn connections, right? Because somebody connects with me on LinkedIn, I connect with them. Thank you. Make sure I know where they're connecting or why they're connecting with me. And then my follow-up is, let's get to know each other. So you're not just another number and another connection in my system, and let's set up a one-on-one. And then they get my Calendly link. This avoids all the back and forth around dates and times. Are you available on this day? I don't have to work out and schedule and make a mistake. It goes onto my calendar. And let's say on a Tuesday or Friday, I got something going on. There's an appointment, something going on. Calendly is great because if I book something on a day where I'm going to have appointments, it automatically takes that ability for the folks that are trying to book the one-on-one off the calendar. So they can't book time that I'm already booked for, and it meshes up with my Google Calendar, which is what I use, Google Calendar, really well. I think it also works really well with iOS and the Apple ecosystem calendars. I think it also works really well with Outlook. So it's going to work with your calendar system and really deliver high value for you. This all speaks to strategy. And so building your strategy for why you're doing things is really important. And the reason I'm connecting with people is not to sell anything. It's just really to create build myself up as a connector and somebody that can provide guidance and services. And I'm honestly learning so much more than I'm giving. And I'm trying to deliver value with every one-on-one. I'm trying to just generally help people. And for anyone that's saying like, well, how do you make money doing that? You got all these appointments on the calendar. You're doing BizDev Live at 11 a.m. every day. You're doing BizDev Live networking. You're not charging for that. And there's a really high value to it. Why aren't you charging for this? The whole point of all this is to build myself up as a brand. It's like college. It's like education for me. I get so much value from doing these things, interviewing people. The interviews are a great strategy for just getting on somebody else's calendar that's a potential mentor for you, right? People want to come on the show and get attention and exposure. So you get to get on somebody else's calendar that normally wouldn't give you an hour of their guidance and time and takeaways. So that's a great way. So start your podcast, start your YouTube channel today, and start building that up. But by building all these things inside the BizDev Live branding, I'm building up my branding as well. The eyeballs, the attention grows. And so I'm growing these numbers so that at one point or another, somebody says, yo, I want to sponsor this. I want to be a part of this brand. This is amazing. And that'll be fantastic when it happens. But what I really enjoy every single day is delivering value and meeting people and drawing connections within my own mind. So by doing all of this work around meeting with people and creating these systems, this is my strategy for growth. This is my strategy for staying relevant during some hard times. We've been in pandemic for the last year. I have a hospitality business. I am so much more prepared to tackle the world with all of this information that I've been building up in terms of how to from the act of doing. So BizDev Live networking is something that I encourage everyone to be involved with because I am delivering huge value because I have been doing rather than learning through the textbook or taking the class. There's a lot of people with virtual event certifications, and I don't want to knock any of that. At the end of the day, though, in telling the story, do you want to be working with the person that has gone through the class or the person that's put out 150 episodes of BizDev Live and done 52 weeks of networking events with MPI, Meeting Professionals International Westfield chapter, and his own BizDev Live networking channel? I'm just building up that experience and able to deliver very high value because of it. There are things that I'm going to do later on to monetize. We're going to do some workshops right around this topic, stuff that I'm sort of giving away for free, but we'll dig deep, do the sort of the Apple store. I'm going to let you drive and show you how to do it so you truly learn how to do it, because that's the way. If you're really going to learn, that's the high value thing, is that you drive, let me show you how to do it for yourself, and that way you'll never forget. So we'll do some workshops that are paid. That's coming up. Stay in the mix, and I will make sure you get that information. If you're interested in that, that's how I'll monetize some stuff. But the idea of BizDev Live networking is it's just delivering really high value that'll grow you, and the benefit for me is I get to be a part of it and learn from it, and hopefully you'll take advantage of that. So again, I will update this BizDev Live networking video every week with upcoming BizDev Live events that are on LinkedIn in terms of the event. And then we host that during with Zoom, which you can join directly from the LinkedIn event, or we'll add you to the Google Calendar reminder and send that to you as you register. I hope you enjoyed this. Really enjoyed Glow commenting. Please, guys, send me questions. Let me know if you have any kind of issues or challenges around setting up Calendly, other things. If you ask for it, I will deliver it in terms of videos. If we're going to show stuff on the computer, I'll get my friend Maggie Carey, the awesome Maggie Carey, involved. If you want to know about brand and how to talk to your ideal customer, we'll get Rob Genovese involved. If you want to learn how to level up your business and make sure that you're tracking the right things and setting goals and priorities the right way, we'll get Lynn Rowe involved. Listen, that is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to bring the world to you, all the valuable resources that are battle tested, that I know will work. Ask the questions and I will make sure that they get answered and that the value is given to you for free during these channels. And if you really want to pay, we're opening up some opportunities for you to jump in the workshop and get some one-on-one training where you're going to do the driving and I'm just guiding and making sure that you're hitting the right buttons. I hope that is appealing to you. I hope all of this makes sense, and I will see you tomorrow.
Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. Biz D with C, brought to you by Cameron T. This is business development, not even selling it. This is intelligent. If you watch it, I promise you benefit. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration. Leadership and motivation, empathy and inspiration. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time. Biz Dev Live, weekdays at 11 Eastern Time.